entirely free and enjoy more of what the world has to offer in this action one, because this is where most human beings screw the pooch.
So a little one-person trampoline. Very,
I screen shared it. Like, there's no excuse. Like, phone numbers are just out there. You just got to pick up the phone, smile, and dial. So. Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tara Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the best absolute entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. Personal development. So today we're going to talk slightly about, I am 1 month into not drinking booze, and I'm just going to talk about a few of the pros, a few of the cons, and how that works. And then additionally, I wanted to share a breathing exercise that I find very, very helpful. And it's super easy to do when you're kind of running around in the chaos of things. It's really good for distract. For me, breathing exercises always sound like, oh, geez, the life coach talking about breathing again. And it was really hard to just keep my mind from running a million miles an hour. So we're going to do something very, very simple with the breathing exercise. But first off, we're going to kind of just go over roughly a few of the differences that I have been feeling from a month without alcohol, and then kind of where the challenge goes. And then it's for you guys to sit in your own seats thinking, is that something I want to do? Do I want to take a break? Do I want to cut back? Am I just at peace? I'm not going to berate myself even if I have a drink alcohol, because I'm not quitting alcohol forever. There's a lot of things I enjoy about it, and the social gatherings and kind of the person, it helps me relax, yada, yada. So we're going to go through a few more of those pros and cons, but let's just go through what's different for T-Dog episode 220. Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and jump to the board. What's different without the booze? What's different? Could we just say a few things? So sober, 1 month. So the first one I would say is I sleep better. Sleep better. If you're looking to improve your sleep, sometimes quitting drinking alcohol can be very, very helpful with this. And this is just something that when I'm brutally honest with myself, when I'm thinking, okay, how do I feel? What's better? What's different? I think my dreams are a little more intense now, which is kind of an odd thing. I don't think I've had really intense dreams in a long time. And it's been kind of nice. A lot of them have been good. Some of them a little chaotic and crazy and not so good, but I kind of like dreaming. I enjoy it. So sleeping better has definitely been a part of the process for being sober for a month. The second one is mental clarity. So we have this premise, and this one's really tough, right? Happiness is a choice. Happiness takes practice. These are things that we hear a lot in the personal development space, but it doesn't make it any easier. What has made it easier for me to just choose to be happy? Like right now, I'm really happy. I really love my life. I love a lot of things about it. And I think it's a lot easier to be in that state and to be willing to just choose happiness right here, right now, in the present moment when we have mental clarity. So not drinking booze for a month, I think it's giving me more mental clarity just by not having the emotional swings, or my emotions just feel more level. Or I just read this in a book the other day and I really liked it. They compared emotions to the weather and how you can't control the weather. Like you really cannot, in a lot of ways, cannot control your emotions. And just when it's cold outside, you put a coat on. When it's hot outside, or the sun's blistering outside, you put on sunscreen. So maybe I found that helpful. That analogy was just emotions are like the weather. When they're coming in, I'm just preparing for them and handling them and acknowledging them for what they are. I'm not mad that it's cold outside, or I'm not mad that, the sun would be coming out. I just prepare for it and then kind of embrace it for what it is. So the whole acceptance thing and dealing with it, I found that really helpful. But the not drinking has given not so much of a roller coaster on the emotions. So that just gives me mental clarity, which makes it easier to just choose happiness. Because happiness is a choice and it does take a lot of practice. I hated hearing that for a really long time in this coaching space. It's like, what do you mean you just choose? But in a lot of ways, you really do. You do have a choice, and not drinking has, I will say, made that easier. So in the last one we're going to go over today before we get into the breathing exercise would just be save money. Saving money. So specifically on the weekends, I've always been like a one beer or 2 beer person during the week after a meal. I like drinking a beer or two after I eat dinner. It's my thing. It relaxes me, this and that. And I will not, I'm going to be blatantly honest with you. I have spent some money, and my girlfriend has bought me some non-alcoholic beers, and it's like the 0.01s if anyone wants to get technical, like, oh, there's 0.3 in those non-alcoholic beers. Well, this one doesn't have any in it, and it's pretty good, but it's relaxing. I've had a few of those, and it's okay. I'm laughing at myself a little bit, thinking back to my old version, like when I was younger and just in college. I mean, I'm still super young. I'm not saying I'm old, but when I was in college, thinking like, oh, why would anyone ever drink non-alcoholic beer? That's stupid. And then now we're to this point, trying to grow personally, professionally, and trying to take a break to help inspire others to do the same. And we're here now. So, but I will say on the weekends specifically, it just saves a lot of money for me. I'm not enticed to go out to a city and get blacked out and spend a lot of money. Shots nowadays are like $8 a piece. Nicer beers are $10 a piece. So you can see how it saves a lot of money. And I'm trying to invest a lot more into my company and other personal things, trying to get myself very fit versus trying to invest in social and alcohol. Don't really need that right now. So it does save some cheddar bacon if that's a consideration for yourself. You're trying to save money. Maybe giving yourself the excuse to not drink would help save money. So again, a quick recap. Being sober for a month, 3 benefits I have felt so far in the first 4 weeks of completion is sleeping better, sharper mental clarity, handling my emotions better, and saving money. So I wanted to share that today. Hopefully that can inspire somebody. We're already a month along. We're doing the 100 days. So we're like only a third of the way done with it. But hey, we're still on track and we're still on the way. And it hasn't been, I don't think it's been bad personally, but to each person, I'm sure it's very, very different. If you need help with this stuff, you can always reach out to me directly and see if I can help in any way. Now we're going on to the breathing exercise for the second half of the show. Today, it's called box breathing. So think of a box, and there's going to be a count for your breathing on all 4 sides of the box. So first step number 1, inhale through your nose. Always try to breathe into your nose if you can. It's really, really good for you. Breathing in through your nose to a count of 4. Hold, step 2, hold for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold, step 4, hold for 4 seconds. Inhale. Hold, exhale. So you can think of it as a square, or you can think of just a back and forth. I know for me, it was even easier to think just, okay, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. And all 4 of them are for 4 seconds. So if that's easy to remember, this is really good for calming yourself. This is really good for slowing your heart rate. This is really good for living in the present moment and kind of just regaining our composure. We were just talking about emotions and how emotions is like the weather. There's just a lot of that crazy shit we can't control. But these breathing exercises I've found to be very, very helpful in grounding and to kind of pull us back into the present moment to realize it's not that bad. We're doing pretty good. This is what I really want to be working on. I'm not going to get carried away with that. So I'm going to go ahead and right now I'm going to do a few cycles to just show through it, what it looks like for me when I'm doing it. Try and practice it on your own. See if breathing exercises are really helpful for you. So let's go ahead and do a couple counts. I can already see myself, feel myself start to relax. Feels pretty good. It's kind of like a light, comforting feeling. It makes me not feel as cold. It's pretty cold out today where we live in the Midwest. And things what helps with cold management, just relaxing in general. And man, I got to say, just there's can't be enough stressors on doing things that keep you from being hard on yourself and berating yourself. I get it. The whole breathing exercises, the life coaching and stuff. Sometimes it can be a lot. Just we got to figure out tools and techniques that for us sound really cool and we enjoy and are actually willing to do in order to feel better more consistently, because this berating stuff is insane. I'm reading the health books and doing the exercises and not drinking booze in my 20s and trying to do all this stuff, and I still am freaking out emotionally, spiritually, just physically, all of this stuff coming in and out of my head constantly. So if you feel that way, I think it's safe to acknowledge that you're not alone with this, that everyone doesn't feel confident about things, that thoughts like overwhelm us and we get all riled up. But just finding those breathing exercises or techniques that it doesn't need to be so intense and crazy, just something that you're actually willing to do, right? Willing to take action on it. Because action, I'm convinced, is by far the most fundamental piece in success. But it's really tough. If your mental clarity isn't in a really good state, it can be really tough to take actions on this. So again, this was a box breathing exercise, like my box breathing exercise, and you do a count of 4 for all sides of the box, starting with step number 1, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and then holding for another 4 seconds. So inhale, hold, exhale, hold, all for 4 seconds, like a box. Okay, so that was the breathing exercise, box breathing. Try it out for yourself. See if it can calm you, relax you when you need it most. Other than that, that's all I had for today, guys, was just wanted to touch up on a few things that are going well with not drinking booze. We're 1 month in, so cheers to that on the journey. And additionally, taking the time to do breathing exercise to feel really good, feel confident about what we need to get done today. So happy Friday to you all, episode 220 of the Talk to Taryn Morning Show. And we will be back again with another live morning show. Episode 221, we'll be talking about our senses and talking about how there's this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 tool that I like quite a bit. from breathing and meditation, using your senses to help live in the present moment. We've been talking about the present moment a lot, but really trying to stress on that more because, man, when you just, what's today's date? Because when it's not, it's only February 24th, 2023 today. And then bam, the day's gone. So we got to have something that's grounding us and helping us enjoy today more because, man, they go fast. It's already Friday. If the time just flies by. So we'll have more tools on Monday morning with using our senses to help regain the present moment. Other than that, I'm out of here, friends. Thanks for tuning in this morning, chopping in some benefits of not drinking the booze and some breathing exercise to kick off this Friday. You guys all have a wonderful, amazing, fun-filled Friday and weekend. Cheers. I know we have a board game tournament here at our house where we're playing games and we're going to have a tournament. It's going to be really fun, having some friends over, having a really good time. So it's good to have something to look forward to. And so try and set something up, something that's in alignment with what you're trying to do and your goals, and kick ass today. Have a great day. I'm out of here. You guys have an incredible day. Until next time, catch me next live 7 a.m. Central Standard Time with another episode. And if you want to work with me or work with one of our products, we still, of course, have the 6-week challenge where we completely flip people to create a life, to cement a life plan and become happier and productive. 6-week boot camp. That stuff's really intense, but it's super rewarding. I guarantee success or your money back. I'm out of here. Enough marketing, enough chit chat. I got some work to do myself. You guys have an amazing day. Stay awesome. I'm out of here. Episode 2.